Hey there retro fans, welcome back to RGF Retro Game Force, and the Half Life series will finally get a new game this year, and because of that I today want to talk about the impossible port, yes, the impossible port of Half Life 2 for the original Xbox. So let's grab the Duke and play some Half Life 2 in the original Xbox. Half-Life 2 was released on Windows PC in November of 2004, and it made use of a new graphical engine developed by Valve called Source. This engine proved to be a breakthrough in graphical fidelity, and together with the physics engine by Havoc made Half-Life 2 the most beautiful game in 2004. The game even won several awards, including Game of the Year. The problem was that only the PC gamers could have access to it. And with good reason, because in 2004 there was no way of having a decent port of Half-Life 2 on that current generation of home consoles. But against all the odds, in 2005 Valve announced the impossible. They announced that the Half-Life 2 game will be released on the Xbox. This announcement caught everyone by surprise, because to be honest, let's look to the PC minimum requirements and compare them with the Xbox technical specifications. Because of this gap on the hardware requirements, a lot of people were saying that we will not get a port of Half-Life 2, but we will get a new game developed from scratch and call it Half-Life 2 to fit on the original Xbox. But some way and somehow what we got was the full PC game done for the original Xbox. So let's look into some footage where I am having my ass kicked, gameplay of me playing Half-Life 2 on the original Xbox.
This must be a mistake. I gotta stand just like everybody else.
I'm gonna need me some privacy for this. Now.
About that beer I owed you. It's me, Gordon, Barney from Black Mesa. Hey, sorry for the scare, I had to put on a show for the cameras.
It was clear from the get-go that some things had to be optimized. First of all, the GPU of the Xbox was based on the GeForce 3 that was only able to run DirectX 8. And the Half-Life 2 was making use of the DirectX 9 on the PC, if you had, of course, the proper graphic card. And this DirectX 9 enabled a lot of effects that were not possible to have on the Xbox. Still, the physics engine was present here in all its glory. So, talking about optimizations, there are three major things that of course needed to be optimized in order to have this port running here. The first was the quality of the textures, because there was no way that you can fit the original texture quality on the 64 megs of RAM of the Xbox. And second of all, what needed to be adapted was for sure the resolution. So this game is running here at 4080p, and you know, it was not as bad as you might think, because the owners of the Xbox were still playing, or the majority of the owners of the Xbox were still playing on the old CRT TVs, and 480p on CRT TVs were looking great. It's a great picture quality if you have this resolution on CRT TVs. And of course, this also helps the low texture quality to be less noticeable. And the last big important optimization was to reduce the frame rate, and this one really impacts the experience. Still, the owners of the Xbox were the only ones that had a port of Half Life 2 running on their home consoles, so they didn't really care about this, what I call optimizations. So the impossible was made possible. With some creative and optimized code development, it was possible to have Half-Life 2 running on the old Xbox. In 2006, the next-gen consoles, the Xbox 360 and the PlayStation 3, got their ports of Half-Life 2, and of course these ports were far superior than this one. Still, this port is really interesting because it's considered to be a miracle of software development, and now it's part of the video game history. So guys, thank you very much for watching this video about the impossible port here on the Xbox, the original Xbox, and don't forget to leave me your comments, like and subscribe to the channel. And as usual, thank you very much for watching, take care, and bye bye!